A quick shift technique, right? I encourage all the clients I work with to start every meeting this way. Just start a meeting by asking people to share one thing with the group that you feel grateful for in the moment. Now, what that does is it takes the brain out of survival mode, which is our natural predisposition, and starts us looking at things that are good in our life. Now, that doesn't mean that the bad stuff magically goes away. It just means that we start to shift into something that is more balanced. And very similar to what Karen's going to talk about after lunch with humor and using humor techniques, it's not that we laugh about the things that are bad in our life, but it's that we actually start to see things that are funny so that the brain can appreciate a more playful side of what life has to offer. One of the things I relate to with this safety first element is the fact that in a lot of ways, the brain acts like a frenemy. Right? So you know your frenemies, like you want to keep them really close to you. You need to understand your brain's inner pinings because the reality is in many ways it's moving you towards your goals, but in many ways, if you're not adequately nourishing it with the energy it needs, it's going to totally pull you off track. Diet's a great example. John was talking about dietary interventions. How many of you have decided that you want to go on a new diet program and you have all of the information and you know exactly what you're going to do and you feel highly motivated by it, and in the morning it's perfect, you're on cue, you do everything you need, you're tracking your food, but by the end of the day you don't care anymore. It's not that the motivation necessarily just went out the door, but typically what happens during the day is we give energy all day long. So we're giving energy, and not replenishing that energy by taking breaks, by thinking about what we're grateful for, by doing some of these positivity interventions, that we're so depleted that the brain now says, I don't care what you want, I'm focused on what you need. And what you need is some donuts.